Hi. I tell people there are two things I do not like to do. That is, one is legal matters, because there's too many people involved. You got judges, you got juries, you got lawyers. It just gets to be intense. So I don't like to do that, although I have done it, and I'm astonished at how accurate my predictions or what I tell my clients. It's not coming from me, by the way. It's coming from their souls. Their souls are telling me how the outcome is. I also don't like to do health matters, because too many things. I don't want to give people false hopes. It could be wrong. I just don't. And again, I've been relatively successful with that I know of. Somebody might not have gotten back to me on some stuff on both those. But from what I know, it's been successful. The reason I don't like to do that is I don't like to give people false hopes, especially on important matters. Now, that being said, I have a client, Barbar. Barbara, when she came to me, Barbara was living in her parents' house. She took care of her parents until they passed away. She's a nurse. So this house was in a trust, and she was supposed to be allowed to continue to live there until whatever, I don't know the circumstances, okay? She hires a lawyer who I felt was incompetent, which I was right, that kind of screwed up that trust on her. And I don't know all the details. I'm not going to go into the details anyway. I'm giving you the overview. Otherwise, we'd be here till tomorrow. So now it's a mess. So Barbara goes out and gets another lawyer, comes in, and Barbara's telling, this is a long process, a couple of years, I believe, and she's like calling me up. Listen, this is happening. This is going on. Her brother wants her to pay him more than half the value of the house, which is rent and all this. He's being very unreasonable. But the judge is kind of siding with him the whole time. So eventually, after they've been in court for God knows how long, she's got a new lawyer. Her lawyer's kind of being laid back. He's watching what's going on. But I didn't know any of this. So she called me frequently. She was very anxious about it. She's going to have to find some place else to live. She can't afford another place to live. The brother wants her out, wants money, just all kinds of stuff. And the judge is kind of agreeing with her. Finally, the judge, because they wouldn't come to an agreement, said, that's it. House is going to auction. No more. I'm done with this. And I get that call from Barbara, and she's like crazy. Now, there's a final decision here as far as I knew. I kept telling her it's not going to auction. You're going to be in a house. And I kept saying that. I kept saying, no auction. You're going to be in this house. Stop worrying about anything else. Well, yesterday, or the day before, I get a call from Barbara. Guess what? They went back to court, okay, to finalize everything. Her brother didn't show up, arrogant, okay. Barbara went up and spoke up. Told about the farm that he had gotten upstate from the parents. She got none of that. And about all these bills and how she's carrying things and how he took a home equity loan out of the house. He wasn't paying it, she was. And the judge listened to everything, and the judge made a final decision. She said the house is yours. He's going to be entitled to X amount of dollars. Well, he wanted a lot more than that. The judge said, this is it. Decision's final, done. If you don't like it, go upstairs to the state Supreme Court. And so she's a little concerned because she got letters. They already filed right away in the Supreme Court. I don't know that much about it, but the case and the evidence show that Barbara belongs in that house, and she owes her brother X amount of dollars, and they're going to go through, what the monies that he owes her, the bills that she had to pay, and they'll subtract that from the half the house. He don't like that. He's going to Supreme Court. False move. I told her, don't worry about it. It's not going to go his way. It's over. And she's very thankful, and I can't believe how right I was. Especially when I said, decision's made, going to auction, no more, that's it. And I kept saying, that's not going to happen. Why? This is the souls. Her souls are telling me this. Her mother and father, I believe more her father was telling me this than the mother, which was, by the way, surprising. Anyway, guys, so I have to listen to the souls. I have to go with what they have to say. And trust me, when you got a client, and I have several, this is not uncommon actually, clients come to me about issues, they're uncomfortable, they're anxious, and that anxiety that I'm feeling from them makes me want to say, you know, okay, maybe that's not going to happen. Oh, forget it. I can't give them what they want to hear. I can't just be flip and say, oh, listen, that's the way it is. So that's it. I can't. It's crazy how this works. Got to listen to what they've got to say and believe what they've got to say over what my client has to say, or what seems to be a final ending here. All right, guys, listen. Please follow and share this video. You can write any questions you have. Also, please always remain hopeful, never hopeless. Always be optimistic, never pessimistic. There's every reason to stay that way, because you never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Understand? Have a great day. Bye for now. Thanks for tolerating me with this video. Bye-bye.